tweeting his approval for the Seahawks offseason moves. All right. This falls in line with the report that says things seem to be trending in a good direction. And Russ has had positive correspondence with Pete Carroll. But another report says where there's smoke with Russ, there's fire. Adding, quote, when you start naming teams that you're willing to play for, you're 1 foot out the door. So, Acho, any concerns about Russell Wilson's commitment to the Seahawks?
Yeah, big dog, I got severe concerns, and it's only because you can't be fully committed to serving yourself and fully committed to serving the team. Like, typically, if you're serving yourself, you have to die to your own ambitions and desires at times, relationally or in the game of football. We've seen Tom Brady do that over the course of his contract. He had the freedom to do that. Russell Wilson right now is self-centered. I'm not mad at him for being so. You only got one NFL career. You only got one life. Live it how you want to live it. But you can't be self-centered, self-seeking, and also seeking what's in the best interest of the Seahawks. So, yes, I'm worried about his commitment. But let me dive a little bit deeper with my take.
Deep.
All the concerns Russell Wilson has vocalized about the Seahawks have to do with him. I want a better offensive line so he can be better protected.
Okay.
Oh, let's get Antonio Brown so he can put up better numbers. I want say in my offensive coordinating position so that he can have more of a say in the offense. But, Russ, what about the fact that y'all let your Pro Bowl cornerback Shaquille Griffin walk and go to the Jaguars just a few weeks ago? What about the fact that the defense was as bad as it's been since you've been there this past season? What about if you're looking out for the sake of the needs of the team? You ain't mentioned none of that now. You might be thinking at home, well, that's not in the jurisdiction of Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson is the captain and the fearless leader, and if Russell Wilson, is doing what's in the best interest of team, then he should really be speaking out on all team issues and where the team falls short in several departments. Your best defensive player as far as rushing the passer was your safety. Russell Wilson, where's your vocality when it comes to that? There is none. And there is none because Russell Wilson is currently concerned with Russell Wilson, at least primarily concerned with Russell Wilson. I'm afraid that is going to intrude on his concern for the totality of the team, which is the Seattle Seahawks.
Interesting. Deep take. Serious take right there. I'm laughing at that take right now because, no, there's no commitment issues with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. He was just acting out. Let's use your take against your take. There's no I in team, but there is a me in team. You always talk about team versus individual. Okay. Well, let's also juxtapose that and say selfish and selfless. What's the common denominator? Common word? Self. So people a lot of times misconstrue what selfish or selfless really looks like. In this situation, Russell Wilson has to take care of himself. He is committed to the Seahawks, but at the same time, I can express I want more for us. And that's all Russell Wilson was doing. That said, he was just your ex, one of your exes with the lower self-esteem, sitting there, just need to be reminded of how good she is, how good you guys had it, and all your issues were your fault. Like, both of you guys as a collective, it was your fault. Seattle Seahawks, you're not perfect in this situation, in this relationship. And if you're Russell Wilson, you haven't been perfect in this situation, relationship anyways. They both can point at each other. Spider-Man meme, you. But all they needed to do was get to this place. And I knew it. Russell was in his feelings. He went to the Super Bowl and watched Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. And then he started to have envy. And then he started to look at his situation. Instead of measuring how far he's gone and how far this team has grown, he just wanted to measure the little gap between where this team was and perfection. As I learned from my grandma, don't compare, prepare. Don't compare, prepare. And Russell Wilson...
That's not a Wileyism?
Well, it is a Wileyism, but it's a grandmaism too. But no, I steal everything. So the point is, Russell Wilson just got caught up in his own feelings. Pete Carroll took him to Yamashiro, our spot. Gave him a couple rainbow rolls, sit there, a couple strawberry mules. He said, you good? You feeling better now? All right. Now call yourself an Uber. Go Hawks and go home. Get the hell out of here with your feelings, okay? And Russell Wilson now is in a better place. That's all you had to do. Smart move, Pete Carroll. Got to bring in Fox NFL analyst Greg Jennings. So, Greg, any concerns about Russell Wilson's commitment to the Seahawks right now?
No, I don't have any concerns with Russell Wilson and his commitment to the Seahawks. You got to think about, from a player's perspective, Acho, anytime a player has played all possible games, and that is Russell Wilson, 144 games that he could have possibly played in his 9-year career at 32 years old, that means he's giving every ounce of what he has to give to that organization. He's committed. He just wants to make sure and ensure that they are as committed to what he's trying to get done, which is for the betterment of the team. You talk about him being all selfless or selfish, with him wanting protection for himself, him wanting more weapons for himself, and so on and so forth. Well, if Russell Wilson is not supported, this team is not even being talked about. Think about the landscape of the National Football League. If you're not putting weapons around these quarterbacks, primarily the ones that need them. We talk about Tom Brady and his departure from New England. Why did he depart? He lacked weapons. He lacked personnel. We talk about Aaron Rodgers. He needs more help. We talk about Patrick Mahomes and all the help that he has. Now all of a sudden you're saying, Acho, that it's selfish? No, he recognizes in order for us to continue to be at the top and get to 9 out of now 10, what they hope to be playoffs, which he's gotten them to 8 of the 9 playoffs in the last 9 in his total of 9 seasons. Like, that's what it takes, is for him to be supported so that he can do his job as effectively and efficiently as possible.
G, we keep talking about these commitment issues with Russell Wilson. I have to be honest, y'all. I'm worried about Greg Jennings' commitment to the show.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
Because, G, you giving us your off-season outfits right now. See,
I knew this was coming. This only comes when you feel good about your outfit. It only comes when you feel good about your outfit. So I figured, I saw what you had on. I switched and said, let Acho breathe for a minute today. Let me be comfortable.
No, I'm not gonna let. I'm not gonna let Greg do this.
That was a comeback.
Because we could debate Russell Wilson, but I come here and I pay homage to Greg. I pay homage to Greg when homage is due. But I came in and Marcellus introduced NFL Super Bowl receiver Greg Jennings to the show, and I said, where is he? I said, I don't see him, Seth. I said, he can't be the dude in the Greg? The dude in the... Nuh-uh, Greg. I'm worried about Russell Wilson's commitment to the Seahawks, but more importantly, I'm worried about